8 tips for living frugally without looking cheap. Number 1. Eliminate monthly subscriptions. Before you can buy all the items you think will impress your friends and neighbors, you need to make some room in your budget. The easiest way to do that is to eliminate monthly subscriptions. Often subscriptions are set on autopay, which can be convenient to avoid missing payments, but it will cost you more if forgotten about. While apps like Truebill and Trim can automatically find and cancel subscriptions, you can do it yourself by scanning your bank and credit card statements for recurring charges. Every few months, review your finances to ensure you aren't paying for services you don't use or need. As you review your monthly subscriptions, consider how often you use each one and whether it duplicates another service. Rather than paying for multiple streaming services, news websites or beauty subscription boxes, pick the one you use most and cancel the rest. Number 2. Shop for new insurance. Insurance is another area in which you can find savings to make money available for priority purchases. Check your insurance to make sure you have the right amounts and compare free quotes online to get the best coverage for less, advises personal finance expert Laura Adams. Changes in your age or circumstances could mean lower rates, or in some cases, new insurers may move into a market or bring with them more competitive premiums. Using an insurance agent who works with multiple providers can be a convenient way to obtain and compare quotes from several companies. Number 3. Buy used items. From designer clothes to luxury cars, you can buy high quality goods at a reduced rate simply by opting for second-hand items. If you're looking to buy a car, keep in mind that new cars depreciate significantly in the first year, meaning there are deals to be found if you're willing to buy something previously owned. In many cases, models don't change much from year to year, so a vehicle age won't always be obvious to others. Barely used brand name electronics, jewelry and furniture can be found at pawn shops and Facebook sales groups as well. However, if you are buying an item from a private seller, be wary of counterfeit goods and conduct transactions in a public place. Number 4. Rent, don't own. Sometimes you only need to use an item briefly to make a good impression. In that case, consider renting rather than buying. You can rent designer clothes through Rent the Runway or try Mine for 9 to get fashionable maternity wear. There are also rental companies for baby gear, jewelry and handbags. These websites will let you borrow specific items for a certain number of days at a set price. Number 5. Purchase at the right time. If you do want to own something, research when the best time is to buy. There are sales cycles that allow consumers to estimate when prices may be lower, and some categories of goods reliably follow the certain pricing patterns. For instance, fitness products are often cheaper in January. Home prices generally peak in summer, and the weeks leading up to Black Friday in November are generally prime time to buy electronics. Shop during the state's sales tax holiday to save money on various items, Adam advises. States may have specific dates when no tax is charged on purchases ranging from back-to-school supplies to clothing to generators and disaster preparedness products. Number 6. Buy high-quality products. In addition to buying at the right time, be discerning about how you spend your money. Buying an expensive item that you'll use frequently could cost less overall than if you end up buying a series of cheaper goods that don't get as much use. Plus, you're more likely to use something that works well or wear clothing that fits you right. Number 7. Enlist your friends. There's a good chance that you're not the only one in your friend group who is looking to cut back financially. Suggest making tweaks to group traditions like setting a spending cap for holiday gifts exchanges. Everyone will appreciate not having to spend a fortune on each person anymore. Friends may also be willing to barter lawn care, childcare, meals, transportation, or photography for other services or goods. It's ideal if you can barter with someone you know and trust personally. But sites like BarterQuest can help you find bartering partners throughout the world. To avoid scams, be sure to look for user reviews and be wary of new bartering websites with few users, which could be front for scammers.